So you know what menu you want to serve to people, but then there's the question, do you do a brick and mortar restaurant or do you do a food truck? And that really just depends on what you're trying to accomplish long term. So with a brick and mortar restaurant, you're going to have, of course, rent, which is going to be pretty high, especially nowadays. You're going to have labor, which is going to be a lot higher than being in a food truck. And then you're going to have higher insurance, and you're also in a fixed location. So with a food truck, I got a little bit of a payment for my trailer, but it's mine. And then my labor stays pretty low because it's just usually two people. If it's a really busy event, I'll do three people. And then I can go try places. And if it doesn't work, then I'll move to another location. There's more flexibility. So for me, it just made sense to start out with a food truck and then see where it goes from there. Now, I will say that the debate I have with myself is that I don't feel like I own a business. I feel like I'm self-employed because this thing cannot run without me. I don't have employees that are in there and I can just go do my thing and it will run smoothly. This all depends on me. So ultimately, it just depends on what your individual goal is. If you just want to have enough income to pay your bills, then of course, stay in a low overhead food truck. That makes sense. If you're trying to build a fine dining brand or something like that, something that's not a QSR, a quick service restaurant kind of brand, then you need to be in a brick and mortar. And I feel like you can trial out your menu in a food truck no matter what and decide from there. So for me, I've had both. I've had a couple of brick and mortar places, and then of course I've had food trucks. And right now, this makes the most sense for me is to do a food truck. Now I know that my menu works, that my brand is growing. So am I open to a brick and mortar spot? Of course. But you know what? Rents are really high right now. So a couple of locations I looked at, one was 7,500, one was 11,500 a month. That's a lot. My payment for this, less than $700 a month. So until it makes sense, I'll just drive around with this thing and keep doing what I'm doing. Another option is to do like I mentioned in my other video. You can find a commissary and maybe you can sell out of that commissary as a fixed location. Maybe it's while you have the trailer out and you can trial employees in the commissary as well. But that just really depends on what's available in your area and if that's even allowed in your area. So let me know your thoughts on this. Are you going to do a brick and mortar or are you going to do a food truck?